Oh, it's that time when we have Raw Chef Jane right here in the daytime kitchen. She's back again, and look at her, very colorful. Got the green going on.
She's back again. Is that like a bad thing?
No,
or
no,
is that
no,
a
no.
really good
It's a really good thing. No, it's a wonderful
Well,
thing.
thank
Yes.
you. Well, listen, today we're making a summer favorite. And you know what's really nice about a lot of the things that I make is that you don't have to worry about them spoiling if they're in the sun.
Right.
Because there's no dairy, there are no animal products. It's all, everything I do is plant-based
Right.
and made with either nuts or seeds or something like that if it's a heavier dish, or fresh fruits or fresh vegetables. So everything is fresh.
Yes.
So if you leave it out in the sun, it's just going to get warm. That's basically it. Even my mayonnaise, you leave it out in the sun, it'll just get warm. You know, that's pretty much it. So what I'm making today is a raw vegan key lime pie.
Oh, it's the time of year for key lime
You
pie.
betcha.
It really, yeah, it really
I
is.
went into the market the other day to get key limes, and they actually had them, and I was like, whoa, yes. Because I didn't, you can use regular limes. Of course you can use them. But, you know, it's kind of nice to really have the key limes to make the key lime pie. And if you'll notice, like, key limes are little. This is a naked key lime.
They are very small.
They're tiny.
Yeah.
This one I have actually used the microplane to take off the skin so that I can decorate the key lime pie with that.
Okay.
But they're loaded with juice. They have a very thin skin.
Mm-hmm.
They're like all juice. And I thought I was being so clever. I put everything in the dishwasher last night. I put my blender carafe in the dishwasher, and you can see I got it all messed up this morning.
Right.
And I put my lime squeezer and my measuring spoons in the dishwasher to get them all clean, and I forgot them. So, so that's why this is such a mess, because I had to squeeze all the limes by hand. And I actually have 6 key limes in there. I want to make sure that I get enough.
You got the juice from 6 key limes.
Yeah, I've got this juice. If I were using regular limes, you know, not key limes, I'd probably use maybe 3 of them in here, and I would just cut the skin off and just put them in there, because the skin is a lot thicker than the key limes. Now the key limes they're just solid juice. That's all they are. They're just wonderful little.
And when you cut them open, that aroma is just amazing.
Oh, it's so fresh.
Yeah.
It's just so fresh.
Yes.
So, okay, I'm going to start at the beginning here and then move into that.
All right.
You can take any pie crust you want. If you want to keep it raw vegan, you can use the pie crust that I've made a couple of times on the show, and it's really just equal parts of nuts and dates. And that's the simplest way you can do this.
Okay.
This is pecans with dates, okay? And I've just kind of smushed it in there and made it pretty. Now what I like to do with my springform pans is I coat the bottom with plastic so that when I take off the springform pan, it's easier to take out the bottom and take out the whole pie and put it onto a platter. Okay, so you can use any kind of a crust that you want. What I have found is that this particular mixture with the pecans and the dates has more of a texture, a flavor, I guess, of graham cracker crust.
Okay.
And I really like I used to like a graham cracker crust. Okay, so
that's
this is my raw vegan graham cracker crust. Okay.
Well, we're going to have to stop you right there because we're kind of out of time. I promise we're going to finish this pie.
I have my cashews in here, and I have my coconut butter and my coconut oil in here, and I'm going to put my stevia in there, quarter teaspoon of stevia, and my key lime juice, and I'm going to blend it up with a little water.
Okay, well, we're going to come back here in a moment. She's going to do the blending while we're in break, and we're going to finish up this beautiful key lime pie. Remember, rawchefjane.com for more information.